Alright, good evening everyone. In this piano tutorial, though I've taught this before, but I want to do it again. I'll be teaching us how to play our root position, first inversion and second inversion, and how to mix them. That's mixing them together. So for our root position, remember we are in the key of C, and every note in this scale has a chord that is attached to it. So for do, we have this. This is our do, left hand, right hand. So this is my do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. This is our root position. Now, to play our first inversion, all you need to do is to remove the last note here and bring it forward here. If you've done my inversion course, I must have taught you the right fingering for this. You already know the fingering you're supposed to use for this. Okay, so mind you, okay, let's move ahead. So this is my do. All you need to do is to move this forward. If you move it forward, you get the re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do, ti, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. So I expect you to do this with your both hands. So I'm including my right hand now. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. So I'm going to be adding a description, or I'm going to tell us the right fingering to use for this one, to be able to play it comfortably. So this is our first inversion. Now for our second inversion, let's go back to our first inversion. So you take this note again, your mi, which is your E note, you put it here. See, this becomes a third inversion. So you move now from here again. I'm going to add my right hand, so I'm going to move. Do, re, just move it forward. Mi, fa, so, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi. I'm supposed to be using my both hands, but I want you to see the screen so you don't get confused. Do. So we've been able to play our diatonic chords. What are diatonic chords? These are chords that belong in the key you are playing on, in the key of C. Each of these notes, they have chords that are attached to each of them. They are what we call your diatonic chords. Okay, so we've been able to play the root position, the first inversion and the second inversion. So what I want to do is, or what I like doing is, I like mixing it for my students so you can know how to flow around with it. But I would say, I would advise, make sure you master this first before you try the mixing. Just know your way around it, then you try mixing it, because you're really going to be using the mixing position. What I mean by mixing is, I'll mix PG. So I can instead of moving everywhere, I can start using my inversions. What are inversions? The inversion is like another way of playing your chord. If your chord should be like this, and you put another, you remove that note and put it here. This is an inversion. It means you just inverted it. You did it in another way. It's still the same chord. See, if you check the screen, it did not change. It's still a what? Okay, this is a C over G. That's what the app is reading, but this is still a C chord. Do you get it? So now, if I'm going to mix it, my first position is going to be like this: do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. Very simple. So you don't need to start moving everywhere. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Why you can do everything in just one position. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. My right hand. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. When you can do everything here, you don't need to start jumping around. That's for the first position. Then for the second position, I'm going to show us how to also arrange it. Remember, you're not going to play this exercise so you are very sure you can play the diatonic position, which is, sorry, the root position, which is the original. You should be able to move this with your both hands. then you should be able to play the first inversion. Then you should be able to play the second inversion with your both hands before you now plan to add everything together. And don't forget to use your metronome when practicing. Always put on your metronome. See, that's a metronome. I can do do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, si, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re. You see that my metronome? You can use your metronome while practicing. My tempo I have on 118. So I'm going to reduce my tempo to 100. So my tempo is 100. So I'll show you the first position. So I want to show us the second position now. Alright, so for the second position over here, our do is going to be, I'm going to add this everything here in the description so it doesn't get confusing. So this is the first position. This is where my do is. I'm playing it with one hand so you don't get confused when I play with both hands like this. Just one hand. Okay, so my do is going to be this, my re is going to be this, my mi is going to be this, my fa is going to be this, my sol will be this, my la will be this, then my ti will be this. You see? So you should have written that down so you practice it. That's the second position. So with my both hands. Yeah, it's not going to be easy, but you want to go right. You want to be able to play a lot of stuff, then you have to master this. There's no other way around it. That's the second position. Now, the first position. Remember this, when I started from here, this is called my root position. Now I'm starting from my first inversion. This is the first inversion position. I've done this one. Now I want to do this one, which is a second inversion position. So my do will be do, re, again, do, re, mi, fa, sol, then la, then si, do, si, do. My do, my re, then for my mi, for my fa, for my sol, for my la, for my ti, back to my do, then do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, fa, then re, then do. Alright, so just get it all together. So that's it for the three positions. So you want to master this position, then we can start adding them to songs. I'll arrange some songs on how I can play it. So I want to see you master the first position first. Don't rush everything. Master the first position first, which is this. Don't forget what you are using. We are playing with our inversions. Alright, so that's it for this tutorial. I'll see you in my other class. Make sure you master the first position. That's the one we're going to be using. When you're done mastering it, just let me know so I can start giving you stuff that can help you master it more. If possible, we can spend a week on it or 2 weeks. We'll put songs. Hey, my God is good. Oh. Hey, my God is good. Oh. Alright, see you in my next lesson.